itself is typically performance art, but in order to avoid being pigeonholed into existing performance art forms like dance, theater, and music, the conceptualists try to find new things to do. Somewhere in there he discovered that if you give your homemade pornography a fancy name, you can sell it as art, and he began to produce videos where he would stuff things up his butt or hang things from his anus and scrotum with titles like Mile High Threshold, Flight with the Anal Sadistic Warrior, like masturbating in public, hammering nails into their own dicks, and a variety of other things that you could expect to find at a particularly rowdy kink night or circus sideshow.
You sick bastard.
So how do you take what is ultimately little more than an exhibitionist freak show and turn it into art? You write your own multi-page essay telling the audience what it means, and you make sure that it has a religious or political bent to it, ensuring that you'll make someone angry so that they'll start talking about it too, creating a meta-level discourse.
Jared, I want one of these for each and every inmate.
The idea of the meta is that the art doesn't exist in the physical realm, but is only given form and meaning in the discussion about the object that is the focus of the art. Through this lens, a painting is just a bunch of canvas and chemicals, and it's the discussion about those objects that creates the art and the meaning. Over time, we've come to more or less accept that art isn't that one-dimensional. It surprised me. It was terrible in ways that I wasn't expecting. There is no story or plot, and scenes just transition from one to another without concern for continuity or narrative, and there is no intrinsic meaning, even though the unconscious dreaming psyche will casually accept bizarre non-sequitur scenarios. But in a dream, anything goes. You can even change from one identity to another without a break in continuity. This is the root of surrealism, hallucinations, illusions, and the dreamscape, things that bear enough of an anchor to the real that you can identify them, but are in some way wrong or unreal. These are the films that normal people imagine when they hear art film. Nightmarish, ugly, and senseless, but in a way that's somehow extremely boring. The entire reason we're going to dig into it is so that we can learn to understand bad art. It does just about everything wrong, and the things that it does right barely break mediocre. It's a bit like living with someone who has extreme dementia. So much is going wrong that it feels like a great moment if they remember to put pants on before they leave the house. Sure, it's only an achievement in context, and you wouldn't expect anything less from other people, but right here, right now, they're a superstar.